This is session 4 of Between. With us together today is again the entire crew with Zena playing Mix Latimer, Gwen playing the Lady Doctor Swindrake, and Casey playing Mr. Pike, our factotum. And I will start by giving us a little summary of what happened last time. This time just a short one. And it goes as follows. Let me start again. The investigation into the Limehouse Lurker intensified as the investigators pursued separate leads across London. Mr. Pike travelled to Whitechapel to search Clara Yarborough's flat, where he discovered a hidden wedding band among the murdered washerwoman's meager possessions, before being forced to escape through a window and across rooftops when a mysterious Mr. Pettigrew arrived, claiming to be a colleague. Dr. Eleanor Swindrake infiltrated Limehouse School under the guise of preventing an outbreak, examining malnourished children while discovering a suspicious sunproof shack and noting that children were mysteriously missing from various rooms. That sunproof shack, we know, is on the roof of the school and looks like a chimney. It is in all likelihood where our Limehouse Lurker stays during the day. Hecate Latimer questioned sailor Lin Bohai at Regent's Canal Dock about the murdered Zhao, learning little until she was ambushed by the Dapper Boy, a cruel gang leader working for Sally No-Face, who attempted to have her attacked but immediately recognized her divine nature and begged forgiveness, becoming her double agent after she gave him a cathedral relic and tasked him with spying on Sally. During their evening analysis, the investigator successfully deduced that William was an ancient vampire trapped in a child's body, explaining his expensive clothes, sympathy for the elderly, and warped chivalry in leaving gifts for Dr. Swindrake and roses for Charlotte Bell. The group then explored Hargrave House's uncanny library, a room unstuck from time with muffled sounds, mismatched lighting, and shelves displaying alien constellations in styles reminiscent of the Man in the Sun mask. Pike discovered logs from alienist Mayhew Dandridge, claiming all residents were cursed by star configurations. Dr. Swindrake found erotica from the Noonlight Court, and Hecate observed the heavily secured restricted section. Each investigator claimed a treasure, Pike a magic padlock, Swindrake a possible Necronomicon transcription, and Hecate an illustrated Fae poster, gaining access to the library's dangerous knowledge for future research. Does that sound okay, or does anybody have anything to add? Okay, I'm getting nods from everybody. Then let's go ahead and start with the dusk phase. Sorry, with the dawn phase, of course. And the first thing we do in the dawn phase is that we collect rewards if a threat was resolved. That is not the case, not yet. Then we answer dawn questions. And all I see are empty check marks. I hope you tracked your dawn questions in some way. Mr. Pike, you did not answer a question. You did answer a question. So that would be an XP for you.
Cool.
You did not resolve a threat, but did you experience an echo in the night? No, you didn't, because you had a Hargrave House phase. There are no echoes in the night in the Hargrave House phase. But did you ensure your employer got credit for your triumphs?
Boy, did I have any triumphs? I feel like I was kind of mistaking my way all over the place.
It's always a good idea. Like what I do in Zena's public access game is to just note them down in the forum so I don't forget them.
Smart, yeah.
To the next.
I'll be better. I'll be better about it. But I'll go with no on that. I guess.
Yeah, I can't remember anything either. Did you have a scene showing your secret private life in London?
No, definitely not.
No. Okay. With that, you get 1 XP. And we go over to Dr. Swindrake. You, of course, get the XP for answering the question. Did you put your hands in a pile of guts and loved every moment of it?
I don't think so. I treated sick children, but I didn't put my hands in their guts.
That would be disturbing. Did you dismiss the possibility of supernatural explanations despite everything you've experienced?
Not explicitly, no. I forgot to do that.
Okay. Then Max Latimer, of course, also gets the experience for answering a question. Did you express a clear preference for the beautiful over the mundane?
I would say yes, or at least I tried to in the morning when I was commenting on when my largest concern for Mr. Pike was, the state of his beautiful face, and that he really must take better care of that.
Nice.
I feel like that would
Yeah,
be.
absolutely. Did you create an ornate, over-the-top erotic experience for someone else's pleasure?
No chance, unfortunately.
Okay, so that is our dawn questions. Now you are welcome to pick new dawn questions if you want, or leave the old ones if you're happy with them.
I am changing one of them, I think.
Mhm.
I shall endeavor to create the ornate over-the-top erotic experience once again.
That's
But yeah.
really a challenge.
Yeah, and I'm going to change my dismiss the supernatural into did I secretly engage in romantic or emotional behavior at odds with my aloof, logical exterior?
That's beautiful.
Go challenge
Yeah.
accepted. Maybe that can be. But yeah,
Mr.
no.
Mr. Pike, you happy with your choices?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave
Okay,
it like that.
okay.
I'm
Then now
changing the other
resolve.
one to someone. Did you let someone touch you and then make them pay a price for doing so?
Oh, beautiful. Then now we resolve any playbook or special moves that are resolved during the dawn phase. Dr. Swindrake's night work would normally trigger now after a Hargrave House night phase, but we accidentally triggered it last time, so we leave it out. But there's one thing we forgot
Yep.
last time that I would like you to do now, and that is you owe us a little narrative, and that is tell us about a memory for each of the organs you picked up last time.
Interesting. So I picked up heart and lungs. Let's see. and what was I should remember her name.
That is in the child, I think. Yeah, when you acquire a body part for the child, check it off from this below and narrate a brief, pleasant memory of the person you lost that is triggered by holding the part in your hands.
Yeah. No, the
The
name
name's
of
Charlotte.
Charlotte, yes, thank you. That's the part.
Mhm.
Okay, so as I'm in my lab at Hargrave House handling these organs, I look at the lungs thinking these lungs will be Charlotte's neo Charlotte's lungs. And I remember the time that Charlotte and I were out in the countryside of England, hiking, going on a hike and or a ramble, as they sometimes call it in England. And we were walking up a small mountain in, I don't know, the Cotswolds or something, and reaching the top and hearing and having just the silence of that place as light snow fell, and I could only hear the steady, soothing sounds of Charlotte's breath in and out as we, exerted ourselves up the hill. And if I make my child, then I will perhaps again get to hear that steady, soothing sound. Speaking of steady, soothing sounds, I recall a day when Charlotte and I remained in bed because it was a heavy snowfall that day. Maybe it was the next morning, and laying my head upon her chest and hear her heartbeat, and for a time that sound being the only thing in the world.
Ah, beautiful.
Then I remembered the sound at the end of Charlotte's life as she succumbed, the heartbeat dropping into silence.
Beautiful. Thank you. Almost already a star moment. And
I
with
also
that, we.
forgot one thing with my move.
Oh, yes. Yes, please.
Which is the reflection, right? When I scar my reflection, what does it say? Let me find it again. Where is it? Where does it say this? Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, so when you scar your reflection, mark a box and describe how the masterwork has changed for the worse. Now I don't know if it's for the worse, but my best idea is because the reason I scarred my reflection was about the dapper boy and getting his goons off of me. Oh, I guess it wasn't really his goons, but anyway. And I think what in addition to these symbols that were already there, we now see above buildings inside the different what's it called, stained glass window scenes. Any buildings, they have different kinds of signage above the entrances, those I've forgotten what it's called, but these beggars signs that are there to communicate to people whether this is a good house to beg at or not. We see a bunch of those kinds of signs that only a street urchin would know how to read. Well, not only, but vagrants and street urchins. Yeah.
Very nice. Thank you. And with that, we go to the day phase, where I present a new threat if there are less than 3 threats in play. And our third threat will be the night belongs to the Horde. I have already put it on the mirror board. I have decided for myself that I can't be bothered with the keeper and the mirror board. So feel free to keep track of things on the keeper if you want. But I will keep track of things on the mirror board. It's just easier than this too old keeper. And let me just read the introductory text. A knock at the back servants' entrance of Hargrave House reveals a small band of people. A couple of black terriers and possibly a ferret. They are dressed in rough working-class attire, all wearing leather pants and bearing expressions of concern. One man, in a worn top hat, steps forward and asks to speak with Hargrave House. He identifies himself as Nathaniel Chambers, Master Warden of the Worshipful Company of Ratcatchers. The head ratcatcher relays a gruesome tale that he believes is the beginning of a war between the people of London and the rats of the Undercity. It all started a few days ago with the new underground tunnel being dug to connect King's Cross Station to Smithfield, when the tunneling ran into a giant cistern of collected human waste and other foul garbage. The resulting flood of filth injured several city workers and flooded the lower sewers. Since then, King's Cross has been set upon by the horror of thousands of additional rats on top of what the ratcatchers normally hunt. There's a question to Mix Latimer, who I assume is the hunter that spends the most time on the street of London. What increased rat activity have you noticed in the back alleys of London?
Increased rat activity? Yeah. I wonder if, so I've seen some rather troubling, organized action by rather large groups of rats that are sort of forming little rat pyramids to get into, slightly open windows, etc., or up on a ledge where maybe a pie is cooling, etc., rather than, having to sort of resort to whatever door slightly opening. And that has been not pleasant to Mix Latimer. So I think they have largely tried to avoid the kinds of areas where they notice this sort of thing.
Just so. The Master Warden continues his gruesome report with, Last night we found the remains of a poor soul that was completely consumed by rats. We know it was rats due to the hundreds of footprints in the victim's blood radiating out in all directions. On closer inspection, we found one set of bloody footprints that was a barefoot human. Your adventures in notoriety led us to believe it was now time for Hargrave House to join forces with the Worshipful Company of Ratcatchers. Additionally, Scotland Yard has already told us to bug off. To solve this threat, there are 2 pathways. You could either figure out where the nest of the Horde is, and then resolve the threat by finding the Horde's nest and capturing or destroying their leader, which would be a complexity 4 path. Or you could, with complexity 6, find what the true nature and motivations of the leader of the Horde is, and then resolve the threat by emphasizing with them and working out an arrangement for them to have protected territory in the Undercity of London.
I would just like to point out that we have an ask first on rats, which is the one that I put in. So, but also I think it's rather in keeping with Mix Latimer's preference of the beautiful over the mundane, that they might not be too interested in necessarily being the most active person, in this particular mystery. Yeah. We have talked about that before. That's why I
was confident to just introduce it without talking once more. But of course, as always, if you are uncomfortable in any way, just tell me.
Yeah.
And we'll dial it down, or even just abandon it if it gets
No,
too
it's fine.
wacky.
It's fine. It's just
I
like
know.
one of those where I'm like, could get too much. But also, I really do think it fits with the character to be more like, Pike, maybe? Would you want to take point on that,
Yeah.
Probably my response in that moment.
Yeah, but I'm going off the fact that you signaled to me that you are okay with history, and you can of course withdraw it at any point. In which case we'll just drop it, and of course it will not count as like failed with the failed consequences that mysteries normally have. Let me just say what happens if you ignore the were-rat. There will be more were-rats, and rat attacks will continue killing and setting fires until the Ministry of Defense is called in to barricade Smithfield off above and below ground, and then burn the district to the ground. The worshipful company of rat catchers will publicly blame Hargrave House.
Wonderful.
And the adventure the mystery, the threat as written, I think, like, unless I repeatedly overread it, which I would not put outside of the realm of the possible, does not give a strict 5-night time limit. But it has this, if you ignore it too long, consequence, and 5 nights is the standard. Like all other mysteries are also 5 nights. So I will just go with that and say that if you don't solve it within 5 nights, then the bad thing will happen.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Unless, as I said, of course, we just decide to drop it, then there will be no bad consequences, because that is outgame and a totally different thing. And now we come to day phases. Remember that Mr. Pike and Dr. Swindrake have an extra intimate move, should they want to take it.
I believe there are conditions that need resolving after all.
Yes,
could we wish?
Yes, absolutely. And other than that, the day phase is yours. Let's start, since we just had input from Mix Latimer, let's start with Dr. Swindrake first. Dr. Swindrake, how are you planning to spend your day?
I would like for us to confront the Limehouse Lurker now that I think I've identified the lair. And I'd rather do that in the day than at night, given the possible nature of this being.
But we probably still need to find enough clues to actually resolve that second question.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes,
right. We have only
you're
2
probably
clues
right.
left.
Yes,
So
since the Limehouse Lurker is one of these nested threats, there's a question, and then there's another question, and then another question is where is the vampire's nest? That is like you already know where it is. So we go with the 4 complexity being the attached thing of resolve the threat by infiltrating its nest and then destroying it or convincing it to leave London. So then the 4 clues would be, depending on how you want to play it, either to find out how you destroy it or to find out how you can convince it to leave London, or him, William.
So I guess we should, then I suppose the first thing the doctor would like to do is go study up on blood-sucking supernatural beings. And,
yes, very well.
So that we can understand. I've got this lovely library, and there's, you can go ask around,
Oh, are you going to use the library move, Gwen?
Oh, why not?
Could.
Oh.
Now that we have one.
What already about that?
It does take the whole phase, but it is there, I think.
And it is also in keeping with.
It does make sense.
Even if it means we have to go confront at night, she would still be like, I have to read books. I can't go in without having done the research. What am I, an amateur? Go off half-cocked. I let Mr. Pike do that.
I was going to say, if that's what's happening, Mr. Pike will definitely go to Limehouse in the day and poke around the balcony where we saw the nest.
Yeah, just recon. It's recon. It's totally smart. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And what is Max Latimer going to do?
So, Max Latimer is slightly torn as always. As is their player. They are sort of halfway between wanting to reconvene with the Dapper Boy, and seeing what if anything he's found out in the meantime, and also they're kind of wanting to meet Fanny again. I don't know what is more useful. I guess if we want to be able to deal with the Limehouse Lurker, Fanny would make more sense.
Okay.
I have a question, Dominic.
Yeah.
I just remembered, Gwen, you said that, Miss Swindrake would rather confront the vampire in the day, but I think actually one of the rules in the between is you cannot resolve a threat in the day phase, if I'm not mistaken.
Would be appropriate, wouldn't it? Well, they're just not there. Sorry, come back later. So it's dangerous.
Which is also why, I think, well, what's it called? The answer the question thing is, I think, only in the dusk phase or something, and then you can kind of pursue it in the coming night phase. So, but yeah, but obviously we can lay the groundwork.
Or let me phrase it the other way around. That is true. The idea is that you do it in the night phase. But in addition to that, there is always the strong suggestion for the keeper that in cases where players get their characters in really horrible danger, such as facing a vampire, that even on the day you can ask for night moves.
Well, no, I'm aware of that. I just thought that that is one of the
overarching
rules.
It absolutely is. But even if,
especially the vampire could also be hanging out in a really fucking shadowy inside space where they could just be as dangerous, right?
Yeah.
100%. That works.
Well, I think also to a degree the in-worked way for GMs to deal with players who want to out-dribble the system.
Yeah, but I don't think that's really our MO.
No.
Danger? Yes, please.
Then let us start with. Casey, you had a question. I forgot.
Oh yeah, sorry. I was just thinking about the Dawn questions or whatever, and are you okay with us manufacturing our way into those, right? If I was Dominic during the day phase today, I really want to show an aspect of my secret private life in London, and I looked at the thing and I found a side character, and we just construct it. So yeah, okay, all right, cool.
Absolutely. That is the way to do it. I
worry a lot of times about trying to make it make sense a little bit more than that. So I was just curious how structured we need to be, or how yeah.
No, that's absolutely the way to go. And on top of that, there is this idea of the day phase being your phase. You can do whatever you want, and if you want to visit your wife in London, that is a legitimate thing to do. You don't have to spend all your day phase in pursuit of clues or threats, especially not if you have a dawn phase question that suggests you do something else.
Got it. Cool.
Okay, Dr. Swindrake.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
With that in mind, I do have at least a tiny little back and forth in mind that would help me manufacture my way, possibly, that Miss Swindrake might have with Eleanor in the morning or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Do we want to do that first before Eleanor starts her proper day?
I feel like that would make sense.
Okay, let's do that then.
So yeah, I think we're just it's late. Maybe it's already, whatever. It's mid-morning or something, right? And not Swindrake. Oh God. Anyway, my character Hecate has for once actually spent the night there, and sort of noticing about. I mean, maybe this is a bit unusual for them because they don't tend to pay that much attention to, I guess the emotional state of their fellow humans or fellow beings, but they have taken quite a bit more interest in Eleanor after, the enlightening time they spent in her lab the last time. So they are mustering you with a bit more curiosity, going, Dr. Swindrake, you look a little bit troubled, kind of, how do you say, unusually troubled, I should say. I wonder if there's anything, the matter that I could be, of assistance to relieve.
Oh,
That was the
Hecate,
most convoluted sentence ever.
That's very kind of you to offer. I mean, I think anyone with eyes or awareness of reality should be troubled. But you're right. There's more here today. I don't know. I'm afraid there probably isn't very much you could do. However, the deeds are done. The children have gone missing from the Limehouse workhouse. And I believe we know the culprit. I believe we've met the culprit. And we've been moving too slowly. And because of my failure to see what was right in front of me, literally, 2 nights ago, children may have died. And that weighs heavily on me.
Sorry, this is me, the player, going, oh, I forgot that the feeling guilty wasn't actually about your your late partner. But
I can turn it in. I can say,
but befittingly, Hecate doesn't even think of that as that isn't necessarily the problem here, because they're like, well, I heard you're staying in today. You are going to be doing more research. Is that correct?
It is. I've lost someone very close to me. I think I told you a little bit about that, and I don't like losing people on my watch anymore. So I'm going to make sure it doesn't happen again, and I'm going to do all the research necessary in the library.
Indeed. Well, I shall be going out to hopefully find out a bit more in the streets of London, as it were. But the thing is, I was going to speak to a close, well, no, I mean a close acquaintance of mine, I should say, and I think she, if not, she might be able, if not to alleviate your guilty conscience, then at least to maybe offer a little bit of relief in your, rather intellectual endeavor. So, would you be amenable to me bringing her over sometime in the course of your day as a break, maybe?
Oh, certainly. I always value a research assistant or someone with which to exchange ideas. It helps stimulate the intellect, and I do have my intellect stimulated.
Well, sometimes it can be helpful for intellectual people such as you to get into their bodies a little bit and take a small break from the thinking mind. So let's just see. Maybe she can be of help.
I mean, very well. I'm willing to try unconventional methods in this case.
Indeed. I'm always for unconventional methods. Well, I shall be off. And yeah.
Very nice. Do you feel you just played a vulnerable move?
No.
No? Okay.
I personally don't think I can do anything about this, and I don't know. I mean, unless that's what you felt like. I was just trying to manufacture bringing a sex worker to the library to seduce.
You were doing your the question, dawn question, and it's setting up me to do my dawn question. So
okay.
It was very mercenary, not vulnerable, actually. The vulnerability comes later when I'm like, oh, what? Oh. That's what this is.
What I don't think Hecate was direct enough, but they were trying.
I think it's more fun for Eleanor to be surprised.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But
I think Hecate thinks it was perfectly clear.
Well, with you just having had a scene, let's go over to Mr. Pike, see what he's doing.
Sure, yeah. I think we start. Well, let's see. Is the potential nest of this vampire, was it on the roof or on a balcony? I can't remember exactly.
During the session, I said both because the thought had to marinate, but I ended up with it being on the roof, looking like a chimney.
Oh, chimney. Yeah. Okay, awesome.
Like there's one house that has one more chimneys than every other house, and nobody would notice unless they're looking for it.
Yeah.
Or unless they're sitting in the courtyard, idly looking at the roofs, like Dr. Swindrake did.
Yeah. Yeah. In that case, I think. I mean, do we want to hard frame on Mr. Pike on the roof, or do we want to see how he gets there? Is how he gets there?
What would you find more interesting?
I mean, I guess there's probably like some risk, in just like climbing the side of a building in the middle of the day.
That's or you're going
or walking into the front door and like showing himself up to the roof.
I mean, yeah, that is maybe a good question that we don't have to play out as a long scene, but just for framing it, how do you get to the roof? Do you throw around your weight as the butler of Hargrave House, or do you scale the wall? Or are you sneaking around?
Yeah, I think the butler of Hargrave House, the manservant of the reputable Madam Doctor Swindrake, who was just here, right? Appearing under that guise, either she asked me to look in on something that she had noticed might be that's got to be it. Something that might be leading to the condition of the children, and as such, I need to inspect the chimney or something on the roof, right?
So how about you let your you visit Mr. Mr. Chesterfield, the headmaster, and just outright ask him if he will let you to the roof.
Yeah.
Are you telling him some bullshit story about that being relevant for public health, or are you just trying to order him around?
Ooh, I think I'd come in with the air of authority that something needs to be done, and if that is questioned, I'll fall back on some bullshit. If that makes sense.
I wonder if that's a day move. Is it risky?
Yeah.
Is it risky? No, he's not going to call the cops on you. I assume you have something that proves you are who you claim to be.
Yeah. I definitely have like a calling card or something with like the doctors.
The worst thing I can see that would happen is that he just blocks you. That he just says no under no circumstances, and then you have to find another way. Playing that out would be very tedious. So we're not going to do that, and just assume that before long you have him convinced, and he with a big sigh of his shoulders was like, very well. Takes a big old key from a key ring, and if you will follow me, sir, and leads you upstairs under the roof. Will unlock the door to the that's probably not even locked. Just show you where the door to the attic is, and in the attic you see the clotheslines hanging there with clothing drying, and he says, "If you follow me, I'll show you to the hatch." And then after a few, not even minutes, after a few seconds of you trying to follow him through the bed sheets that are hanging from all these clotheslines, he kind of just disappears. Like you lose him in this forest of flannel. I think now is the time for a night move, actually, because you are in the den of the lion.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do as you notice that you lost him? Like, I do try to get back out, or do you push forward, or is there something else you can think of?
Oh, it's definitely push forward.
Okay, what are you afraid will happen?
I am afraid that having handed over the doctor's credentials, I am particularly afraid that failing will reflect poorly on not only myself but on my employer. But more practical answer, I guess, is I'm afraid of getting lost amongst these sheets. It's starting to feel a bit uncanny up here. And like just walking in one direction straight, you'll eventually hit a wall. It doesn't seem to be working. It feels a little detached or something. And so I'm worried I'm going to get lost in here. And you know, something, you know, more than that will happen once I'm lost. Some other danger will emerge.
As you surely can imagine, it's worse than that. Not only you will not be lost, you will be found by a certain little scamp. And what's even worse than that is that will tip William off that Hargrave House is on his tail. So you said you are pushing forward. Are you trying to be particularly sneaky, or what is your play?
I don't think I'm being particularly sneaky. Maybe a little cautious, not just like blindly stomping around. But maybe, maybe trying to, a little cautious, like trying to maybe listen for like the footsteps of the guy I was trying to follow, that kind of thing. Like, where am I? What's going on? This way, maybe, and like trying to stuff it out. Yeah,
that sounds to me like the night move with composure.
Ooh, +1. Okay. Yeah.
And before you roll, let's just quickly see if there's any items that might be helpful, not that I could see, but maybe you have an idea. Like just checking the things that I usually forget, and also there are no conditions.
Right. Yeah. No, it seems all right at the 2d6 +1, where that seems perfectly good to me. Oh, weird. Sorry, I noticed a name in the dice roller.
Are you rolling in which dice, or physically, or how are you rolling?
Which dice?
Okay.
So that's a 5.
Okay. So before you tell me whether or not you want to play a mask, let me just tell you what happens. On a 5 with a night move, so you walk carefully, you listen, you don't make any undue noise. Before long, you hear a sound from 2 meters before you, and you go like, Mr. Chesterfield, I thought I've lost you. And push away the bedsheet, and you see Mr. Chesterfield flying in the air, like a good meter above ground, floating in the air, and he's making a sound. And as you look at him aghast, you see 10 small fingers clawing their way out of his chest cavity, ripping it apart from the inside, and in there is William, covered, as you can imagine, in Mr. Chesterfield's blood and guts, smiling at you, saying, "You shouldn't have come here," before he lunges at you, rips out your throat, and as your blood is pooling into the what is the English word? The
drain, gutter?
No, I mean the things between the floorboards.
Sure, like the cracks.
The floorboards. The cracks, yes. And then you can imagine how it's like dripping down to the room below you. You see him patting your vest and your jacket, and pulling out something that tells him, "Oh, Hargrave House, you really shouldn't come here. I will give Dr. Swindrake my regards." Do you accept that, or would you like to put on a mask?
Yeah, I think I'll put on a mask for that.
Yeah, good choice. Oh my god.
It would be a very early exit from the game.
See, I love the mask feature because it allows the GM to really go hard.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So you can experience all of the horror and then go, no.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure.
It's the fun bit about these games.
Mr. Pike, which mask would it be?
I mean, it's going to be the Mask of the Past. Is that what it's called? Mask of the Past. Yes. I will mark I have Mask of the Past.
Okay, then let's just, before you tell us what that is, let us go back to to Dr. Swindrake, who hasn't had a scene yet by herself, and then when we come back to you, I'm curious to see what that flashback to your young adulthood before you were a servant is. That shows your most significant triumph. Dr. Swindrake, what are you doing on this beautiful, beautiful warm autumn day?
So staying inside, of course.
Yes.
Beautiful day. Library. So she'll go to the library and spend the day, and it's becoming clear to me that I probably will have to step away early because I need to get to the airport a little earlier than I realized because it's an international flight. I apologize. I've been late and early.
Oh, good.
And,
Oh, good. Not
so
a problem, but just so I can I know what to do. How when would you need to leave?
how about instead of in an hour and 45 minutes, how about in just 45?
Sure.
Right.
So on the hour,
Yeah,
basically.
an hour. Yes.
Then if that's okay with everybody, we will play without a break until Gwen leaves, and then when Gwen leaves, we have our break. So we maximize the time we
I will
have.
be spending. And if you need an in-world explanation for my absence, I've been
We don't.
in the library. I know.
We don't.
You've been having a wonderful experience with, that is veiled with my friend.
Yes. Like I needed the break. I'm getting the break. Actually, yeah, that's kind of apropos given what I'm where I'm going. Yeah.
Okay, so let's.
I'm going to visit a partner, so.
Let's read the library move together. When you spend an entire phase conducting research in the library, entire phase tells me there's also nothing else that you're doing this phase, including no vulnerable moves.
I do those in the dusk or no?
Vulnerable, you can do vulnerable moves during the dawn and during the night phase. During the day and during the night phase. During dusk and dawn, you usually don't play moves.
Okay.
When you spend an entire phase conducting research in the library, choose an active thread and name a book by title and topic that could reasonably be related, and then roll with reason. I happen to know that you're very good at rolling with reason. And on a hit, you find the book described, add it as a clue for the associated thread. Okay, what book are you looking for?
Well, I mean, I did just get the Necronomicon, but that's a little more undead and stuff. So let's say I find I'm looking for a journal that was written by a certain, I don't know, Van Helsing,
Oh, I heard of him.
Just he's a Hargrave House field agent.
Yes. Oh yeah, former hunter, famously. And his,
so I'm reading his journal.
Yeah, his famous book, The Vampiris. Then roll with reason, please.
I'm having a struggle. I'm trying to find the. Oh, there it is. The info tab was tucked away. Yeah, I was just looking. I found it. Okay. Dink.
And before you, you already
okay. Yes. Oh,
just wanted to check conditions and items because I tend to forget it. I should make a point of doing that, like explicitly.
Okay. Do the conditions affect this roll in any way?
Let me just see if there's anything that would guilty and marked by the Limehouse Lurker. No, I don't think so.
Okay. Now, how can I use an item in my study or personal quarters if I wanted to try to bump that to 10?
You would say that you use it and how it narratively makes sense that you use it, and then it gives you advantage.
Okay.
So an extra die.
I mean, I have the notes of Joseph Lister. Or I don't know what a rod of William. I can't remember what the rod of William Harvey is. I know that one of
it's like a conductor baton. It's like a lecturer's stick that you would point like a small
is it like a stun baton, or is it more like something that a conductor of an orchestra would use? Or what?
The second one, yeah, more of the second one.
More like an electric conductor, right? Like a Blitzableiter. What's that in English? Like a lightning rod. Is that it?
Okay, so
it was your gift, so you have a final authority.
Yeah. Let me hear.
Whatever you'd like it to be. I just was.
Yeah.
I don't need historical accuracy, but if you want it, that's fine.
Yeah. Sorry. There's just like an actual picture that I saw that here it is. So why not?
Yeah, just post it.
Yeah, I'm here for.
You don't need to do 3 hours of going down Wikipedia rabbit holes like I did.
Not in the middle of
and if I recall, Zena, you said that it wasn't just the acid; it was the notes and the equipment.
Well, yeah, knowing about the procedure, is part of that, right?
So I would say that would help me understand because the vampires and undead. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's very nice.
Cool.
No, let's say so. I use the note. Huh?
Sorry.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna research myself.
And the way that works is that now that it's marked, it usually can't be unmarked. It's just burnt now. There are ways and means to unmark things like moves. I think the factotum has ways to do that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
But by the base rules, you use it once, and after that, of course, you can use it for narrative positioning. But in terms of giving you the advance, they are one-use items.
Yep. I figured because I rolled a 6 and a 1, this would be a good to use it.
Yeah, absolutely. Then you can roll the digit dice.
I rolled a 4, which
10
brings
plus
us
a
to
2
12. Yeah.
Sweet. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
so
see what the move says on a 12. A corner of the library reshapes itself to provide a comfortable reading spot for you specifically. Describe how and clear an appropriate condition. Nice.
That's amazing.
Too bad you don't have any conditions. Oh, you do have conditions too, even.
I do have 2 conditions, yeah. So I think that marked by Limehouse Lurker just feels like something I shouldn't, especially given what didn't quite happen, but could have happened with Mr. Pike. So I'm going to clear guilty because I feel like I've really made some progress here. This is the work I need to feel like I'm doing what I can.
Perfect.
And as I'm studying through these notes, I recall, I have those notes from the late Dr. Lister. I should go and compare, and I really have a bit of a breakthrough. And so while I'm doing this, without me even realizing, around the bookshelf I'm kind of like sitting on just a little kind of uncomfortable wooden 3-legged stool, kind of squatting near the shelf I was using, and around me the shelves bend and form this little alcove that's like a spherical, like a turret, and they're surrounded by bookshelves with one narrow, high, like opaque, like stained glass window, right? That has like a stained glass leaded illustration of a woman doctor, like a woman scientist, representing in a way me. And that the little stool I'm sitting on slowly fashions into a high backed, like velvet chair. And next to me pops up a little circular side stand with an oil lamp or something on it, a gas light, I guess, I don't know, and like a little cup of tea, and it just kind of like grows organically out of the table. And I'm just reading; I don't even notice it, And I go to set a book down, and without not even looking, and then another table, like I look at the next book, and then I look up, and I'm like, I must have wandered in here without realizing.
So I just added Dr. Van Helsing's notes on hunting vampires to the clues of the Limehouse Lurker. And so just by the way this thing is written, it basically tells me that your day phase is over with this very successful move. And you are preparing for travel anyway. So if you want, you can just listen in, do your preparations until you need to leave. I don't think we will get through more than maybe the dawn phase, maybe the dusk phase at most today. So
okay, well that's actually works quite well.
That's what I thought.
Unless you want to have a moment where but we can also do that next time, I guess, where we just have the little, Fanny turning up and going like, "This is the perfect space to look at this beautiful armchair that you can lean it back in."
Did you say she turns up her Fanny? No, Fanny turns up. Okay, that's what her name. Okay, Fanny is her name. Okay. My preparations involve packing and moving things around, so I'm going to turn camera off, and
absolutely.
Actually, I might just go ahead and step away because I probably won't even be able to leave my headphones on for a lot of it. Thanks, gang, and
absolutely.
I'll see you next week.
Oh yeah, safe travels.
And I will be in touch in the chat about possible guests. Okay.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. Well, safe travels, Ren. Bye.
Bye.
Well, that worked out fine. Move that just blocks the entire phase. Mixed Latimer, what are you doing?
I am paying Fanny a visit. Because, well, first of all, she is, I don't know. I've taken a particular liking to her. I mean, we've also known each other for a while. And I think Hecate is thinking, I could visiting Fanny could easily be like a 2 birds, 1 stone situation, probably even 3 birds, 1 stone, because I just want to, Hecate just wants to hang out, because the man in the sun mask rudely interrupted our, last outing. And on the other thing is that, well, Fanny is, in the area of where the around the docks often, other sex workers, other blah blah. So she might know stuff about that, but also, given that she is out and about so much, she might also be able to give me some information about the rat situation in town.
Very good.
Was that too much?
No, that's great. I was just thinking, there in the second edition of Spricks and Kindling, there's a beautiful side character that is just made for the red mystery, for The Night Belongs to the Horde, and I would like to introduce her, and you just gave me the perfect way to do that. And I'm just quickly trying to find out how I do that. Oh yeah, I know how. That's also perfect. So you go to the docks, to the Regent docks, and to the pub. Like I think last time I introduced Fanny as usually working like on the docks outside. But I think if you've been in the game for as long as she has, you probably have your structures that protect you and that make work bearable. So I think she probably most of the time works out of a pub. And
she also still has the room that I'm paying for.
Oh, yeah. If you want to visit her there, that's also fine. Yeah. In that case, just as you arrive at her, there was a room at what was the place called? Catherine's, this upscale pub, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was it was the more upscale thing where those that weird underground
Mm-hmm. And you're still paying a room there.
Happening.
I was under the impression that was just for the night.
Hecate does also like to spend extravagantly. And this isn't really that extravagant. It's still, it's just sort of, upscale in the sense of, as compared to what you can find, around the docks.
No, it is upscale. It's upscale in the sense of it has an underground club where nobles, like where high nobility, are rubbing shoulders. It is upscale in the sense that the butler of a Hargrave House would probably take his missus out for a night, but not live there full time. But then again, I am under the impression that Hecate has fathomless pockets. So
I think so too.
So I'm fine with that.
Good job that gold is not a thing in this game, but yeah, I think it makes sense since one of the vices that I could have chosen is I think I have chosen extravagant spending as my vice. No? So yeah, it fits perfectly.
That's why I'm not going to throw a lock between your feet there. I'm just pointing out the magnitude of the spending. Yes, you go there. You go. How do we play that best? I think as you arrive at Catherine's, it's during the day, it's early morning, so it's probably at a time where it's quite there's not much going on. The guests and residents, of course, go in and out, so it's not locked up. It's just empty. And to reach it, you have to go through a little underpass. And as you turn the corner around this underpass, there's Fanny, and Fanny is standing with her back against the wall, has a little stool in her hand, with the legs of the stool pointing away from her, and is defending herself from what might be a very big rat on the encounter in the morning with the rat catcher's guild, maybe still in the back of your head. It's like, oh, that's a big rat. But after a second, you recognize it's not a rat. It's probably a black and tan terrier somewhere beneath the black filth that coats his sleek fur. And that terrier has cornered Fanny and is like growling at her and barking. Mm-hmm. And she sees you, like, oh, Miss Latimer, there you are. Can you help me? This dog is scaring me.
I'm just wondering if I don't think there's a move that I'm gonna take, but I do think I will just.
A move would come to mind.
What? Yeah, no. I mean more of my specific moves. But I think what I'll do is I think maybe I feel like I just grabbed like a sandwich or something to go. Because I had this fantastic idea and immediately had to leave to get going. And I haven't quite finished it yet, and it's a bacon sandwich or something. And I will just go like, hey, trying to get his attention, and then throw the bacon sandwich, far away into.
Can you do me a favor and just set the scene for me? What that looks like of mixed Latimer? Like, what are you dressed in today? Like leisurely strolling around the corner with a ham sandwich in their hand, and seeing that scene.
I know. I think they. What are they wearing? What were they wearing last time? Anyway, I think they're just sort of in. How do you say that? I think they're in sort of like leisurely. No, I guess it's not really leisurely, but leisurely for this time or whatever. Hunting gear, like sort of a tweed. But I mean, I don't think they're wearing like a tweed coat because I think it's too warm if I'm remembering correctly. But
it is
sort
quite
of,
warm, yeah.
But with I guess these sort of high boots that that you would maybe also like that you would wear if you're like going out for a ride or whatever, and a little tweed cap with the sort of curly hair kind of showing coming out of it quite how do you say that? It's not peeking out from underneath, but like much more. What is this? That is not. No, they do not look like young Hugh Laurie in what almost amounts to drag. No,
Blackadder.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think that is what they're wearing, and they have like this sort of tweed coat, just slung across their shoulder in one hand, and eating the sandwich in the other. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they throw the sandwich at the dog?
Not at the dog, but like getting his attention first so that he looks at the thing. I'm sure he can also smell the bacon already.
Absolutely.
And then throwing it quite far away. If you want me to do a day move, that is fine.
Yes, I would like you to.
What am I afraid of happening?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like,
I could think of a few things.
I can't, because I'm like, it's not that hard to throw a thing just run like into.
Well, the dog could attack you.
That's what I thought for sure.
Could attack Fanny. The dog could have been protecting Fanny the entire time from something.
Yeah, I think maybe the only here's I think what I'm afraid that will happen. I mean, I'm not really, but I feel like here's my problem. Me, the player, wants to play ball. My character, I don't think is afraid of that. My character is probably the worst fear that they have is that the bacon will fall out and like besmirch their fucking shirt,
But in these kinds of games, we're always switching between player and character very fluidly.
Okay, me, the player, is afraid that the dog's too stupid to realize that I'm wafting a bacon sandwich in his face, and instead I will have drawn his attention to me, and he will just jump at me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fine. I think I can totally give you presents, and I can totally give you presents with advantage for the sandwich. So it should be trivial. But maybe we have.
Sure. Excuse me. Oh. Okay.
But maybe it's double ones, and we can have a mask.
So this is with advantage, you say? Cool. I mean, it's not like it's a thing of out of my quarters, but maybe I will happily take the advantage anyway.
No, like with the quarter items, you're kind of narratively forcing the advantage, but you can also have like situational advantage.
Okay, and you
as
would just
given by
like
the GM.
Hecate, how clever. You're using your sandwich. Okay. Oh, I didn't change the thing. So it's like a 6-4-3, meaning 6-4, that's 13 then.
Very good. On a 12 plus, you do what you intended, or you hold steady, and the keeper will tell you some extra benefit or advantage you receive. Describe what it looks like. Isn't that nice?
Mhm.
Does Hargrave House get a dog now? Sorry.
So the first thing that happens, of course, is that it works exactly as you planned it to work. You like wave the sandwich at him, and he's like, "Arr, arr, arr," and is very interested. And then you like throw it a bit down the street, and Archie follows. The dog, I mean, follows and eats the sandwich. And quickly, I need a pencil because in this book I'm not writing with pen, but there's a special mechanic where I need to cross something off here.
Mechanic.
Up. So, and
My curiosity is piqued.
So what it basically is that there is a pick list of encounters with the dog and its owner, and there will be 4 encounters, and after the 4th encounter, they just move on. That's what it is. There's nothing more interesting than that.
Cool.
But since it's not a printout, I.
What book is this?
It is again. You know how I always like to do print on demands of all kinds of shit, and I did a print on demand of Spriggs and Kindling. And since Spriggs and Kindling are so fucking big, it's like 200 something pages. It comes out as a real book.
The book, yeah. And they also keep getting bigger, right?
Yeah, and just like the way they are, like the graphic design in them is really cool because it
they're
looks
really nice.
It looks like a proper like book from the 19th century a bit. Like,
yeah, they're really nice.
Okay, so and now let me see what the extra benefit is. And we'll just quickly see if I want to hand out just an extra clue. There's one that fits here.
That works like, in public access. Say hello to my little friend. Okay, maybe that's a bit much as a benefit, but it is a great move.
Oh, yeah. I know what the extra benefit is. And the extra benefit is indeed a clue for The Night Belongs to the Horde. And it's a bit, might sound a bit engineered the way I'm setting it up, but so the dog runs away, like further down the street, is eating the sandwich in peace. And as you step closer to Fanny, the like your fine-tuned senses sense that the floor below you, and you are standing like in front of Catherine's. There's a little patch of lawn with a few flowers, a little garden, you could say, maybe with a bench because it's quite upscale. And as you walk, you have the sense that the ground below you is very unstable, and you hear and you feel in your bones the sinkhole opening before it can pull you down. And the center of the sinkhole is the bench that, as she will tell you later, Fanny has been sitting on. So it appears that the dog was trying to chase her away from the sinkhole. The clue is a large sinkhole to the sewer opening up in the alley, leaving a foul-smelling pit. And I will just copy-paste it so you don't have to type so much. I can't. That's interesting.
Okay, well, a large sinkhole to the sewers, opening up, leaving a foul smell. What else did you say?
Just a second.
Because I've already typed it anyway.
Yeah. Okay, now I have it though. It's a large sinkhole to the sewer, opened up in the alley, leaving a foul-smelling pit. And and instead of in the alley, we can say in front of Catherine's, or in the alley in front, or like in an upscale alley. I think this is a not unimportant bit here, that it is not confined to the poor parts of town. Although the adventure kind of tells us in which parts of the city it is, right? It's placed in King's Cross and Smithfield. But that, if I'm not mistaken, is quite central, actually, King's Cross, Smithfield. So it is one of the better parts off the top of my head, because I did not research that beforehand.
It's fine.
as I should have.
Yeah, I'm imagining Fanny just like sort of falling into my arms with relief a little bit, and then me pulling her away from the sinkhole and going, oh, and immediately how do you say that, brandishing a little handkerchief to shield my delicate senses from the onslaught. What is going on with my word choice today?
I don't know.
Yeah. And then I will go to being handed a snack, apparently.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Yeah, and I think then I'll just be like, oh, goodness. How your accommodations? Are you happy with your accommodations, Fanny? Shall we maybe...
It's amazing. I haven't slept that well in quite a while. Are you sure? It is all right for me to stay here? It seems so expensive.
Well, I mean, you are a dear old friend, aren't you? So it's just, I noticed that you seemed a little bit, I don't know, downtrodden, or unfortunately, time is not kind to any of us, with few exceptions. But I thought, you'd probably appreciate a nice, clean and safe place to stay. And, of course, surely it's this is a mutually beneficial arrangement, because I like visiting you in also, nicer surroundings, and you're so good at, being my eyes and ears in these parts.
Yes.
So,
I certainly appreciate
makes sense
that.
to want to keep you safe.
Yes. I appreciate that a lot. Should we go in, or I mean,
Sure, let's do that.
You can't enjoy that smell, can you?
No, definitely not. Let's get away from you.
Okay, let's get back to Mr. Pike. So please tell me, what is the flashback that you remembered?
Yeah, definitely. So something, Dominic, you pointed out the other day, that I just want to be transparent about, or whatever. The game points out, and it's for the factotum, something like in the for the player materials, it says there's a certain level of deception going on with the factotum. There is the low-level deception of a secret hidden life in the city, and the more significant deception implied by the moss-covered gate. In the latter case, you essentially lie about your background when you do the first two marks on the map of the past, and then tell the real story after marking the moss-covered gate. So I just want to throw that out there. I don't know if I will ever mark the moss-covered gate. Sorry.
For context, the moss-covered gate on the Factotum playbook lets them unmark the first two boxes on their Mask of the Past.
Yeah, so I get to do them twice, essentially. But if I don't end up marking the moss-covered gate, I mean, I probably will, but just in case I don't, whatever. I'm just going to narrate a flashback, and then maybe later we'll find out it wasn't true. But I just wanted to be transparent about that.
But if I'm doing my job correctly, you will have to mark it sooner or later.
Yeah. Fair enough. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So what we see a business front along the docks of London, named Pike.
Sorry. Could you just quickly read the key again, so we know what we're framing here?
So it is narrate a flashback to your young adulthood before you were a servant that shows your most significant professional triumph.
Thank you.
Yeah. And so we see the storefront of Pike Imports somewhere in the shipping district of London, and we see a young Pike with his father, and then we see young Pike departing that building and getting on a ship, and then we see we'll see the montage of sailing and landing in a new tobacco plantation, and so on and so forth, and then see the return journey, and we see Pike present his father with a contract, in like we're inside Pike Imports. They're going over this contract. His father like shakes his hand, and young Pike is dressed quite well. A very sharp young businessman on the rise. And as the camera sort of like pulls back out of the shop through the front window, we see the sign out front has been changed to Pike and Son Imports.
So you were a successful businessman in a past life. Interesting.
Maybe.
I'm curious how you got to where you are now.
Yeah.
But we will find out in time.
Hell yeah.
Very good. So then let me give the narrative control to you. We had a night move, and you put up put on a mask, and that bumps it from a miss to a 7 to 9. You do it or hold steady, but there is a complication or cost. The keeper describes what it looks like. Before I describe what the complication or cost looks like, please tell me what you actually do. So your plan was to steady onward and find the way to the roof, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you hold steady and do that.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I wasn't sure how much of the narration we were rewinding, right? So we get rid of all of it. Is that how we do with a mask?
Yeah, what the mask mechanically does is that it just bumps up the success band, and the next one is the mixed success, so to speak, and that tells me that you succeeded in what you were originally trying to do. But that there is a complication, and what you originally tried to do was to make your way through the sheets and go up to the roof, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So then let me think about what the complication might be. I know one, because there's another really nice moment here that I did not get around to use so far, and that is you find your way to the hatch on the roof, and there's a ladder, and you make your way upstairs, and as you pop your head out of the hatch and look around you carefully, you see that there are several bodies in different stages of decomposition strewn about the roof. And as you pop your head out, you look right into the eyes of a cat that is gently chewing on an arm and looking at you, kind of a bit annoyed that you disturbed its feast. How does that make you feel?
I mean, gross, but that's not the right, like, that's the vibe. How does it make me feel?
That you're sure that you discovered that you are on the right spot, and that William is not a clean eater.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. I'm trying to like find the right like.
We can go with grossed out.
Yeah, but I think it's more like.
What about
like
disgusted
disturbed,
or appalled?
concerned about it? Right?
Yeah, we could also go with disturbed.
Yeah, I think that casts a little like broader net towards what I'm feeling. So if that's okay, I think we'll just
absolutely. Cool. You have to play the condition, not me. And with that, it is 4 to the hour. And how about we have our breakdown? Do we want 10 or 15 or longer or shorter? What's the vibe?
I'm good with whatever. So whatever anybody else needs.
How about we just do 10 past now, and then it's like in between.
That was my feeling as well.
Perfect.
Okay, then 10 past. See ya.
Sounds good. Yep.
Hello.
Hey. Okay.
I was just reading your
nothing important. I was just catching the ball I threw in the air at myself earlier.
Yes. That should be a game. Yeah, makes sense.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like if I were one of these people who just for the funsies write games, I totally would write Dungeon Key just so that it exists.
Did I tell you about that unplayable game that is a PBTA game about creating a PBTA game?
No, that sounds fascinating.
Yeah, I love that it exists. It's just one of those ridiculously meta things that.
Yep, sometimes things just have to exist. But what is Mix Latin up to right now?
Yeah, I think they're hanging out with Fanny, but I think maybe they are they probably suggested like a little walk outside to just sort of like have a little stroll, and basically they want to ask. Yeah, I think we're just having a little stroll through London. We probably picked up some snack. I'm trying to think what a snack could be that is not that would be befitting. I think I don't know. We just picked up some confectionery or something, and you can see Mix Latimer sort of picking them out and feeding one to Fanny. Anyway, and then they're probably. They are they're asking, well, in between, I don't know, just exchanging niceties or whatever and some gossip, they're like, well, so how has it been with this? There's been this increased rat problem, it seems, in London, more so than is usual, which is already not insubstantial, but I was wondering if you've noticed anything in particular around, where you get around, or heard anything from somebody.
It's been becoming dreadful, hasn't it? The other day I saw from my window, I saw 10 full-grown men fighting off a horde of rats in the streets with sticks. Like that didn't used to happen.
We should probably ask Dr. Swindrake if she's able to concoct some kind of powerful poison or something that we can put out. But then I don't know. Speaking of Mrs. Swindrake, I do think if you could be of assistance, I think she requires some relaxation. But the thing is, I think she needs a very gentle touch.
I can be gentle.
She needs to be, sort of, let's put it this way, convinced that.
Yes, I know that is not what you usually ask of me, but I can be gentle.
So I was wondering if you wouldn't mind accompanying me there later today, because she's she's staying in today.
I love it.
But I think me as a player is telling you I'm also trying to make an information move, I guess, about the rats.
Information move. Oh, yeah. We can do it as I was thinking that you're setting up a vulnerable move with a side character, which could also lead to a clue that you can define, or we as a group rather. But you can also totally do an information move. Yes.
Oh, a vulnerable move. I don't know. I mean, I was just. The problem is that I don't have conditions that really can be cleared this way. I think
not by her anyway.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
And also, I don't think I'm being particularly vulnerable. I'm just more like,
let's make it
trying to be helpful in my
then.
weird Hecate ways.
Yeah, let's make it information move then. That's fine.
And I think this is, I don't know. I'm gonna assume this is with presence because
makes sense to me.
Like,
you're trying to probe her. That makes sense to me.
And she's like obviously positively inclined toward me and all of that. So
absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead and make it with no.
Just
I was saying about saying with advantage, but that she likes you doesn't change the likelihood that she knows something.
No, it's fine.
So it's
just that she's not hostile toward me, so she would obviously if you know something.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's
for sure not a disadvantage. Yeah,
fantastic. That's a 12.
You are great. You
also find my highest stat.
Okay, well, and you were asking for clues on the red mystery, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, at least narratively, that's the only thing I was talking about. Although I did also want to find something but whatever. Anyway, it's fine.
I mean, you're on a walk, and you can imagine that you are talking about all kinds of stuff. You can look for a clue for a different mystery if you want. Just need to tell me.
I think then I would just leave it up to you. I'm thinking.
Well, if you leave it up to me, then I will go with what we
you.
established and give you a red clue.
Cool.
Okay. Let me just quickly look for something that is fitting. That's nice. It goes with what we established earlier with the sinkhole. Oh yeah, no, I really like it particularly because it's so early in the mystery. That sets it up nicely. Yeah, as you walk along the cobblestone streets of like this King's Cross area, you are sure that you hear scurrying, scratching sounds beneath the cobblestones. Like either you are making up stuff, or there are so many rats that you can hear them through the cobblestones, like through the street layer.
Cool, lovely.
Yeah. And since I already have copy pasted it, I will just
okay.
put it in here. You're welcome.
Okay, I'll do. Yeah. Okay. So she doesn't know anymore, but we can hear this on our walk. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she's yeah. Yeah, and it's like it's a nice subtle early mystery clue.
Lovely, yeah. But here's a question. I don't know. This will sound like a lot of power gaming or whatever, but I was thinking, well, theoretically we could talk about more things, or we could, the other thing that if you don't want to give me another clue from just having visited one person, I could also see myself seeking out the man in the sun mask again, or
you can totally do that.
Another contact.
You could also I think a way to if you want to get rid of the marked by the man in the sun mask condition is to have an intimate move with him.
Oh, well, I mean maybe, but
vulnerable move.
Sure.
Sorry, intimate is a bit.
I was
but I owe you a mastermind clue, so let me just quickly see. Yeah, just a second. Yeah, okay, I got it. As you finish your walk and you turn around, or not, you turn around. I imagine you do a big round around some blocks of houses, and at the end of that big circle that you walk, you come back to Catherine's, and as you arrive there is wait, let me just quickly think about how she would do it. She is not waiting for you. That is not her style. She's waiting for nobody. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and now I got it. So you come back, and you wanted to bring Fanny into Hargrave House, right? You didn't want to bring her back to Catherine's.
Yeah,
right?
But yeah. I mean, maybe that also makes more sense if we're having a mastermind clue. That
No, that's fine. That's fine. You bring her to Hargrave House, and you enter, and one of the footmen, like one of Mr. Pike's underlings, really, brings you a letter. Since Mr. Pike is not in, Mr. Pike can't do it. So the footman received it.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a letter from a certain Theodore Braithwaite, who indicates that she is intrigued by your recent businesses. I will leave it to you which one of your many things that you spent silly amounts of money on drew her attention, and she would like to discuss this further.
Maybe she's seen me around when I was in that, secret society meeting or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
What's the clue exactly?
So the clue exactly is a letter from Theodora Braithwaite indicating that she is intrigued by someone's recent business proposal and would like to discuss it further. And now that I read it, it doesn't really fit.
Business proposal?
No, that's okay. No, I have a different one.
Okay.
And that is a formal invitation to that underground club.
Okay.
And on the formal invitation, there is also a list of star guests that are expected, and it's like a few international heads of state, a few dukes and duchesses, a few famous actors and musicians, and among them there's also a Mrs. Braithwaite in this like guest list that comes along with the RSVP.
Okay. So a formal invitation to exactly
you
what?
specifically?
No, I mean
to
the
join.
underground club or to a meeting or
Yeah, to join a festivity at the underground club. Came by letter. It's really nicely like a beautiful stamped white invitation card with a blue ribbon and written in dark blue ink.
Of course. Cool. When is this festivity?
Soon.
Right.
Or did you expect a weekday?
No, I mean, I'm just thinking, well,
whenever it's narratively
tonight,
fitting.
I would be like, if it were tonight, I would be like, well, I'm
we can totally do it
disposed
in the
tonight.
next night phase if you want. Yeah.
I don't know if that fits. It doesn't matter. But anyway, either way,
It's great.
I think
Because
Hecate will certainly not just treat this as a clue, but also go to this event.
I like the idea actually that it's the next night phase because since Dr. Swindrake already set her heart on dealing with William, it's great to like tear your group apart. So let's say it is the coming night phase. Yeah.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Okay.
Mr. Pike, what's happening over there on the roof? I think maybe one more scene each, and then we'll stop for today.
Yeah, sounds good.
If you have more scenes, you don't have to.
Yeah, I think I'm looking. I mean, like there's this moment of like coming face to face with this cat, and Pike is like, confused and a little disturbed at the scene that's up here, and then he'll like ignore the cat, which might be a bad idea, but and like climb up onto the roof. Cats are never just cats. And he like looks around at the bodies and everything that's kind of around, and then heads over towards this like lean-to shack situation, and is trying to investigate that. Like, is there a door to it? Is it just like a collection of things, like I say, like a lean-to and like a sort of like canvas tarp, or is it a little bit more structured? Like, has William like built this into a little bit of a protected house or like, place, or is it just still trying to like mimic maybe a big pile of garbage that he hides in?
I think he is like, since you discovered that he is an old vampire, he's smart and shrewd. So he will have created it in such a way that he can enter it easily and you can't. And therefore, I don't think it has a door. It is probably like, for all intents and purposes, an extra chimney. So it is a square structure made of brick and mortar. I imagine with the speed of a vampire, you can pull something like that up in a few hours. And you would have to scale it. It's not super high because it's meant to blend in with the other chimneys. So it's maybe like 2 meters tall. What is that? 6 feet, 6, 7 feet.
Yeah.
So definitely scalable, but not super easy. Not like you can just walk in.
Sure. Yeah. Then if that's the case, I think Pike might like pull himself up, a little bit, like try to get up on top and look around. I think I'm like looking for the easiest way in, or like when later we come back, is there like an emergency exit he's going to run out of, or that sort of thing. So I think I'm trying to make maybe an information move here, try to like suss a little something out.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's go for it.
Does that work or no? Do you think?
It does work. It does work. I am just also thinking that whatever you do around this structure is also automatically a night move.
Okay.
But we know that exists in the vulnerable move, that also if you do it with a side character triggers a day and night move. So there is precedence in the rule system that can totally be. So I will say if you do an information move, that will also trigger a night move.
Okay, cool.
Then yeah, so you pull yourself up, and I will give you that without an information move. And the top of the chimney is covered with a big old metal like manhole cover, basically.
Okay.
So like really heavy to lift, as in you would need specialized tools or more than one person to lift it.
Ooh, okay, good to know. Is it secured in any way? Or is it just
I think
like
this is
the heaviness?
the moment where we roll for reason.
Ooh, can we make it sensitivity?
Sure. What are you aiming for?
Well, like if the complication goes badly, or I guess either way, I guess I'm leaning more into like the supernatural aspect of what's going on here.
Yeah,
maybe.
totally. I already have an idea. Go ahead and
okay, yeah, cool.
Like for what the clue could be. At this point, awesome. I'm pulling them out of my butt anyway.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. Cool. 2d6 plus 1. Here we go.
Yeah.
All right. That's a 10.
Okay. That sounds good. We just quickly just check if there is something that would actually work. But I think the one that I have in my mind is quite okay. Since you specifically ask for sensitivity. So what you find as you look at the... Just quickly, I started talking before I even knew what 10 on a... it's just a hit. You find a clue, the keeper will tell you what it is. You rolled a 10, right? Yeah, okay.
Yes.
So what you find is in the walls, the outer walls of the chimney and also the manhole cover, there are symbols engraved that are always that always come in like clusters of 3, and I don't know how versed you are in like dead arcane languages. Probably not very. So they probably won't tell you what exactly it is, but it is noticeable that there are these markings that are too regular, and especially this 3 cluster is too regular to just be like damage. It is some sort of like symbols that are carved in there in regular instances. I think just from what we heard today, I would assume that if you cross-reference it later with the Journal of Dr. Van Helsing, there will probably be information in there what that might be. I am not too sure about that myself yet, so I will leave it to you doing answering the question move to determine what exactly those markings are. I'll just say they are there, and you probably have an explanation for what they are in that book that Dr. Swindrake found earlier. And the clue to summarize all my rambling is arcane symbols in clusters of 3.
Awesome.
On the chimney and the manhole cover. And now for the night move, what are you afraid will happen?
Oh, well, I guess I'm a little bit afraid I'm going to fall into this thing somehow. But I guess I'm mostly afraid that William's going to come out. That like I'm going to get caught by the vampire. That seems like the obvious answer.
So good enough. The obvious answers are sometimes the best ones.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Then I will also go with the obvious answer. Yes, he will. It's worse than that. He will come out and he will overpower you, and he will place your corpse on Dr. Swindrake's table as a gift. And just as a point of order in terms of how it probably better to do it narratively, it would have been better to do the night move first, because the night move always includes the option for you to like turn away.
Back down. Sure.
Yeah, to back down.
Sure. Right.
But if you back down, there is no information move to be played. But now we played the information move, so I would ask you to not back down.
Correct. Yes. I will honor that request.
Cool. And I think it's composure again, right?
Yeah, that feels right for sure.
I mean,
Yep,
for you,
yep.
only a question between 1 and +0 anyway.
Right.
With the way
Yeah.
your abilities are distributed.
Mhm. All right. I
Let me
got a
just
9 on the night move.
and I will give you disadvantage because you have the disturb condition.
Ooh, very smart. Yes, yes. Okay, so let me roll one more d6,
Mm-hmm.
which was a 2. So 2 and 2 is 4, and 1 is 5. So that's a miss on the night move.
Okay. So yeah, you balance there on the rim of the chimney, almost fall back on your arse. You try to you manage to stabilize yourself as you're like, these markings, and you like draw them in your notebook, and suddenly as you predicted it, the manhole explodes in your face. The vampire shoots out, grabs you by the neck, and just in a giant leap, like jumps onto the next roof, into the next roof, and the next roof until you are at Hargrave House, which is, as we know, quite a bit away. Like it's a few really big leaps. As he's doing it, you see that he is burning or like smoking at burning. Is definitely not at full strength in this blasting heat. But he's an old vampire. He's an experienced vampire. He is a strong vampire more than anything, and he carries you by the scruff of your neck to Hargrave House. And in the last leap, he comes high into the air from the neighboring house and just face first smashes you through the tiles of the roof, through the floor of the room underneath, through the floor of the room underneath, through the floor of the room underneath, into Dr. Swindrake's laboratory, and then almost gently puts you in the cooler where he put the first victim that he brought to Miss Swindrake. And then he takes the time to write a little note, a little card to Miss Swindrake saying, I appreciate you sending your footman. Now I would love to invite you to my abode, William. Would you like to take that, or would you like to don a mask?
Yeah, I'll probably put a mask on, I guess. I'll be another mask from the past. Yeah. Damn. Which will make it which will bring it back up to the mixed success, right?
Exactly. Mixed Latimer, is there more you want to do during the day phase, or are you done?
No, sorry. Yes. God, I was phasing out for a moment. Yes. No, I would like to because I think I would just like I said, drop off Fanny at Hargrave House, and then head off. Given that I don't think Miss Swindrake would necessarily appreciate onlookers. And so I would like to go and visit the man in the sun mask if I can.
Yes. Let me just point out that it's already 22, so we will that scene, and Casey, we will start the next session with your flashback. That's all right. Unless you're afraid you will forget what you wanted to do.
No, I haven't even thought about it.
Okay. Okay, you visit the man in the sun mask. I guess you are, the way we've been setting it up. I have the sense that you've been familiar for a while and you kind of know the haunts that you each frequent. So it should be a problem to find him somewhere. But what do you think? Where do you find him?
I think maybe he is hanging out in some kind of private gentleman's club. Where, of course, I can gain entry despite the fact I'm not actually a man. Just
But also kind of not a man.
So I think, that's what I'm doing. I think
You find him in front of a burning fireplace, reading a book about the Moonlight Court. Just not the Moonlight Court. I should have. Okay, anyway. Yeah, reading some book. Doesn't matter which one. And as you come in, he looks up, and today he is wearing his like sun mask, obviously. But also, since it's such a warm day, he is also in a like summer dress, so to speak, with a quite wide yellow silk shirt, a form-fitting darker yellow, more golden vest with waistcoat with like warm red buttons, and these like knee-high pantaloons, but scandalously he's not wearing socks. So it's just his naked calves that you can see that are very, very well formed. And just some like kind of dirty yellow loafers.
Dirty, huh? Okay.
Yeah, they don't seem to like not really fit with the rest of his outfit.
All right. Yeah, I think I'm wearing some kind of I think I've changed out of my hunting outfit, and because I just wanted to wear something a little bit more appropriate. But I think it's just like a nice, well-fitting suit of sorts. But the thing that makes it, of course, more extravagant is that it is made of this sort of dark emerald green velvet.
Yeah.
And a nicely what's it called? Contrasting Bordeaux cravat.
And he's like, "Oh, Mix Latimer. Fancy seeing
there you
here."
are. There you are.
You've been looking for me. I feel so elated to hear that.
Do you ever take that thing off? Gesturing to the mask. It must get quite uncomfortable underneath this thing.
I tell you, you don't want me to take that off. You couldn't imagine how ugly I am.
Well, not everyone can be as blessed in the I don't know. I was going to say in the looks department. That doesn't fit at all with the tone, but you know what I mean. Not everybody can be as blessed by nature.
Not everybody is as radiant as you are. As he says, he's like doing the movement like that. Imitates the rays of the sun coming off his sun mask.
Literally, I was going to say, well, although you do certainly try, don't you?
I do. I am a tryhard if nothing else. You know me. So what can I do for you? You were looking for me.
Well, I'm wondering
not something I hear often from you.
Well, I mean, sometimes you do have to go seek out those people that try to apparently avoid me at any cost.
I would never try to avoid you. It's always such a pleasure to be in your presence.
That's what you said last time, me the player telling you. That he tries to always time his visits. Yeah, he said the first time I met him, he was trying to stay, to only ever go to the places we both frequent when I am not around.
But that is because you are so prickly. It's not because I don't want to be close to you.
Prickly?
Yes.
That is not a word that people tend to use to describe me, but well, I guess people's opinions can differ.
Just put it in your quiver.
So,
well, yeah.
That little club that we frequented the other night when you, inserted yourself, I must say.
That was splendid, wasn't it?
Tete-a-tete. So I wonder, did you know anything about this ball that is going to take place later tonight?
Oh yeah, of course. Mrs. Braithwaite is doing one of her legendary rages, and I'm so looking forward to that. I mean, as you know, they're not
one of her legendary blue parties
anymore, but yeah, they're not strictly speaking legal anymore. But that's why we meet where we meet, aren't we?
Yes, indeed. Well. So, I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. So you will be making an appearance as well, is that correct?
Of course I will. And I hope to see you there as well.
Yes, of course. I mean, I wouldn't miss it for the world. Not that I've had the time before, so for me it will be a new experience, and I love nothing more than a new experience.
Are you in for a treat?
Sorry, I'm not sure actually. Me, the player, is not sure how to actually go about what I want to do.
What do you want to do?
I'm looking for either the opportunity to declare that he is actually a worshipper of mine, but also, well, actually, yeah, maybe that.
Sure. You wanted to give it?
Yeah, I think so.
Give it to him. Sure.
Give me a second. Where is it?
Your move is
at any time.
starting AR91.
Yes, I have it. At any time, you can declare that a side character is secretly one of your worshippers. Describe how the side character subtly or not so subtly debases themselves before you in the scene, then scar your reflection. Yeah, and I don't know exactly how he would debase himself. Like, obviously, easy answer would be that we talk a little more about his appearance, and he does actually take off his mask, which he normally never does. But I don't know. I feel like there's some special rule about this mask that I'm not sure if I'm triggering now.
I would love you to force him to do that.
But yeah. But I remember there was one where you can basically automatically die if something, but I don't know what it is. If it's
you don't automatically die if you force him to take off his mask, you trigger a night move. ...
Amazing.
It doesn't say what happens then, but
My question is just that is that then even debasing himself? But I feel like is it not?
That surely I don't know. Yeah, probably. You can totally do that. You could also just to put it out there, you could also save that up for a like more dramatic moment. And since you have him here with you, you could also just do a vulnerable move with him to get rid of the marked condition. Maybe reveal a little bit of your past, and also create a clue.
Sure, why not? Although I don't know what I would be talking about. Extravagant spending is easy. Extravagant spending is certainly easy in the area where I am at.
That is a given.
I think I would order a lavish spread for the both of us to enjoy. I don't know exactly what will it have.
Invite him to the most expensive spirit the house has, and you drink the entire bottle between the two of you.
I'm thinking more of a lavish spread of food and stuff. Oh yeah, I know this. It's gonna be what's it called? Gold leaf on like spread. Sort of laid on top of a nice dessert, which is I don't know, like a goldeny yellow lemon posset. Like I'm just treating him to all sorts of yellow or golden foods.
He's surely appreciative of that.
In order to sort of, lull him in a little bit.
And then he, as you're talking, just it's already 8:02. As you're speaking, he just asks you, so I've known you for a while, or I've known of you for a while, and these balls of Mrs. Braithwaite's haven't happened in quite a few years. The last one was 850 somewhere before our great queen deemed them illegal for being too sinful. Anyway, and I'm just wondering, where were you back then in the wild days? Why have I never seen you on these balls when they used to happen regularly?
I don't think I was in the country at the time. Sometimes memory is a little bit fuzzy, but
don't I know that?
I did have a phase in which I was traveling here, there, and everywhere in order, in my pursuit of novelty. I think around that time I might have been in China.
Well, I'm sure there are lavish feasts at the Chinese court as well, aren't they?
Or maybe it was not in China, but maybe it was like in Hong Kong or something, like just learning learning of the delicacies that you can have over there, and improving my rather rudimentary Chinese.
Yes.
So I didn't have a chance at the time.
Oh well, you can catch up on that tonight. Just looking at the clock, let's try to get through the move. We've done the spending. We've done the talk about your past. We can also still talk about a clue, and we have to do a day move.
Yes.
Since you're talking to a side character, what are you afraid might happen?
I don't. That's the thing that I find weird with this move, with this day move thing, because I'm like, I don't know. I guess I could be afraid that I, in my just sort of, casually chatting, I might reveal a little bit too much that might make me vulnerable to him in some kind of way. Although I don't really mechanically that doesn't make sense because of the whole giver thing. But but just emotionally, narratively, that can still be the case.
Yeah, absolutely. That you just reveal too much. Well, then please make your move with presence, and given that you're quite literally whining and dining him, and you thought of introducing the thing of the sun motif, I will give you advantage here. Like it's really the playing to his weakness, to the sun motif, that gives you the advantage.
Getting all of the best rolls today, or roll missions today. Okay. I'm not gone. Oh my goodness! Boxcars for the two highest. It is a 15 in total.
Okay, so you do what you intended to do. You hold steady, and you give an extra advantage. So one thing
I'm
is,
gonna remove my condition, right? Marked by the Sun Man and the Sun Mask.
Yes, you for sure do that, but that is just part of the vulnerable move. That is not the extra.
No.
You just quickly look for mastermind clues. Maybe there's something happening, something fitting here.
Excuse me.
Yeah, so he lets slip during your talk. He lets slip that he is very happy that you are in the city, and that he has the good fortune to know you, because these ragers of Mrs. Braithwaite's are legendary, and he has the strong suspicion, bordering on knowing it for sure, that she does it precisely to get in touch with you specifically. The clue is evidence that the hunter that is most beloved is central to Miss Braithwaite's plan. Or like the way I just phrased it.
Perfect.
Yeah, she has a special interest in you.
Okay.
And that is a mastermind clue, in case it wasn't clear.
Yeah, I'm currently refreshing the Miro board because it wasn't thing, and it's not. Everything is just being slow here. So I don't know if you want to put it in.
And what also happened, just in the spirit of transparency, is in the current mastermind phase that we are in, that you can find on page 2 of the mastermind clues that I think are on the mirror board. There is this timeline that is revealed, and that's like 4 stages of Mrs. Braithwaite's biography, and he just revealed one of them. That is, Mrs. Braithwaite became famous again for the masquerade parties she throws at Braithwaite Hall, events that are now legendary for the debauchery on offer. Queen Victoria having embraced a program of morality and piety for her subjects, threatens to seize Braithwaite Hall if the gatherings continue, angering Mrs. Braithwaite and creating a schism between them.
I don't think you have put up the mastermind stuff.
I haven't? Well, then I will.
No. I was looking, and I can't remember how to spell her name. Is it Braithwaite with an AI and another AI, or is it Brathwaite or something? I can't remember.
It is Brathwaite, Brathwaite.
Cool. Okay,
like
then I
Bath,
got it
with
correct.
An R, and then Wait with an E.
Cool.
With an E hinten.
Then I got it right. So is it a good enough rendition of the clue? Miss Brathwaite has a specific interest for Latimer.
Yes.
All right. And I theoretically needs to still stumble upon some kind of clue.
Do you?
The best one to stumble? Yes, because it was the vulnerable
From the
move.
vulnerable move?
Oh no, you're not stumbling on it. We are creating it. The group defines
Yes,
it.
I mean that's what I mean. As in stumbling on one to.
Mm-hmm. And I was thinking stumbling as an oh shit, did I miss to give out a clue? No, I didn't.
No. I'm thinking the best one to create one for would be Limehouse Lurker, given the coming.
Oh yeah, he can surely tell you something about that.
But I don't know what.
It's okay. It's already like time's over. Maybe we can note that down and talk about that at the beginning of the next session, together with Mr. Pike's memory.
Yep, I'm putting it in a different color.
Yeah, and here is the PDF for Miss Braithwaite now on the mirror board.
Cool.
Of course, as always, spoilers abound. Like with this one, maybe a bit more than with others, but also to the usual degree. Everything will be different at the table anyway, as it says in the sheet.
I've read most of this in its old rendition anyway, and I don't think content-wise there's going to be that much different, and it's still interesting either way.
Yes, I also always love that, just like reading along and then like seeing where the GM makes the differences. Published material. Yeah. I always find that super interesting.
Also just like, because you're being given a lot of material to work with. It's not like necessarily that you're going to choose them all, right? Like even just with which clues you choose to give out and stuff like that.
I will tell you that 3 mysteries at the same time is a lot to handle.
Sorry?
I said I will tell you that 3 mysteries at the same time is a lot to handle. That is crazy.
I know. I know.
You know,
public access.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, with that, we're done for today. Are there stars and wishes you would like to share?
I'm gonna give a star to Gwen, even if she's not there. I love the description of how that nook, that reading nook, forms around her character, while the character is completely oblivious because she's so immersed in her research. I thought it was brilliant.
Yes.
And also a star for your for Casey's horrible roles and the interesting scenes that created.
As a player, I always love using keys. That's my favorite part of public access when I get to.
Yeah, which is why you are now. Why your character is now already
of course.
low.
But that's fine.
I don't know. Oh yeah, star for your flashback. Is it a flashback?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that was nice.
Like, I don't know, just like the idea that you actually came from this more well-to-do family, and something must have happened, or maybe not, because
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also will say, like star for Casey for just like jumping headlong into danger. Like that is really, really unusual to face 2 night moves in one day. And you just went for it. It went poorly both times. But again, that gives us interesting flashbacks, and I love to see that.
And interesting horror scenes.
Absolutely. Yeah, that was really fun to narrate them. And also gave me the opportunity to play, in these in the settings have these settings. In the scenarios, you always have these pre-written scenes. And
the moments.
I was able to these moments, and I was able to weave in 2 today, just thanks to Casey running into the night scenes.
Awesome.
Yeah, some of them are really good.
Yeah, like particularly the one with the vampire like clawing his way out of a side character.
Yeah,
that was really
awesome. It's a great one.
Not that easy to build in, but today I had the chance, and I was very happy about that.
Oh, if you listen to Cordova, he has done this several times.
Yeah, but also I haven't run between a million times.
No, but I loved it because he did it, like, I think even with the same group in the same game several times, because I think they like don't actually resolve that threat. So so the Limehouse Lurker turns up several times and is like really a force to reckon with.
Very nice. And for Zena, I just really enjoyed how you like followed the adventure that you kind of like soft line veiled anyway. I really enjoyed that. Thank you for that.
Oh, the
And
rat. You mean?
yeah. That like I imagined it to go like it was with me and the one with the AI in public access, like where I just don't deal with that mystery because I find it fairly boring actually. And then we have other players who are really into it and they really are up to their ears in that one, and it works that way. And I imagined you to kind of ignore the red mystery, and I was pleasantly surprised that you were the one who just like jumped into it and engaged with it.
Oh, I guess well, yeah, but I mean, it was more like I think like I can't see my character necessarily going around investigating that so much. But then if you just hear something or like you ask or whatever, then it's a different matter, right? But
Yeah.
like I just can't see them going like, oh yeah, let me go and find this fucking rats infestation down in the sewers or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. No, that's fine. And also star for that last scene with Men in the Sun Mask. Like he is maybe my favorite side character, and I always enjoy you engaging with him.
Okay, cool.
Because like in my mind, he is also an undeniable, clearly. And so it's like they're kind of equals until you pull the giveth.
A lesser undeniable.
An undeniable who didn't pick giveth as his move.
An undeniable who has his match or whatever. Yeah. No, yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. It was just weird because you were like, oh yeah, he like avoids you, and I was like, what? I thought you like okay. Anyway, yeah, I enjoyed all
at
of
least
that.
At the very least, he is a very good foil for an undeniable.
Definitely.
Yeah. Casey, do you have any stars or wishes?
Yeah, I had that scene with the Man in the Sun Mask called out as stars for both of you for sure. Very cool. I like I was talking about. I think I said last time, like someone else mentioned, like the den of vipers, and there's all kinds of them. And like, I love the idea of like, oh yeah, the mastermind wants me to come to a party. Let's fucking go. That's awesome. So excited to see where that goes. I also had written down a star for the spherical turret of the library growing around Dr. Swindrake. Yeah, I really liked that mastermind clue. I guess I started twice. And
which one?
Yeah, the little hints that we keep getting of our undeniables past is really sweet. I like how like we're like, yeah, I like how the game slow feeds the past or whatever. Also it definitely leans into my style of pictures to like not think about any of that, and like so it's nice to be like, oh, I don't have to, I get to think about it later, which allows you to like layer context backwards, which is kind of a fun exercise.
Absolutely.
Same.
Oh, and Forest of Flannel. I starred Dominic in the sheep in the attic. It was very, very evocative. I liked it. Got me in the vibe for sure. I knew where I was.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, I don't know if I have a wish. Yeah, I'll figure it out or whatever. Yeah, I'll think about that flashback. So yeah. We'll make it work.
Absolutely. Think of a clue. I'm just writing down the things for next time regarding Mick's Latimer's scene with the Man in the Sun Mask. Okay, cool. Thanks for coming.
Speaking of the flannel forest, I thought I imagined a mix. I was imagining the scene as a mix of like Assassin's Creed and you scaling the building, then you're like you have all of these sheets and whatever, and like some kind of some weird chase action movie scene where like somebody's ducking and diving between these things and you're just like so yeah, it was a very, very evocative description.
Yeah, Okay, cool. Thanks for coming. Thanks for playing. And see
Thanks
you
for running.
next week, I guess. And I'm going to stop the recording now.
Cool.
In a second.